Hey guys, today we are going to talk about how to add heading styles on Microsoft Word. As you can see here, the default headings look like this one. Sometimes for your thesis document, you might need something that has numbers. So like for example 1 or 1.1 and so on. Okay, so first you go to this menu and then select define new multi-level list. And then as you can see, there are multiple levels, but typically you will need until level 3, which is supposed to be the 1.1.1. And then here you can go to the level 1 first, and then also make sure that the more here is clicked, so you can see additional settings there that we need later on. The formatting for the level 1 here is supposed to be numbers like 1 to 3. So this is already correct, but you can change the suffix here. So it is currently parenthesis, so you can change it to dot. And then for this one, the text indent add, I would recommend you to change it to, so the default here is a tab default, so 0.63, and then you better change it to 0.8. So that's for the level 1. What's important here is link level to style. Here you just select first heading 1, and then we'll talk about heading 1 later. So here you can see already there's a variable or a placeholder indicating the number for the level 1 itself. You go to the next level, level 2. Here is written as A, so depending on your computer or Microsoft Word setting, it might look different on yours. So just delete this one first. And then the number style for this level is choose the numbers as well, 1, 2, 3. And then here, this is the number for the level 2 itself. You can move the cursor to the left, and then you include a variable or a placeholder for the level 1, which is the previous level. You click on that, and then you press dot. So as you can see here, the front number 1 is coming from the heading 1. And then you can put the suffix as dot over here, so you see the preview there. Also, I recommend you to change the align at here. So this is a waste of space. So there's an additional space in the front. I'll just change it to 0. And then for the text indent at, I'll change it to 0.8 centimeters. Okay, you see the preview here. For level 2, we are going to link it to heading 2. It looks neat already, so everything is well aligned. And then what is important here to check, there's a tick box here that says restart list level after level 1. So means the number on the heading 2 or the level 2 is going to restart after the level 1 increments, which is a good thing, which is what we expect, right? And then we go to the next level, level 3, do the same thing. Actually, just delete whatever is shown in here first. And then you are going to do the number style for this level is the same. It is numbers. So this is like the variable for the level 3 itself. And then we move the cursor to the left. So we see now the cursor is on the left. Include the level number from level 1. And then press dot right there. And then we are including again another variable, which is a placeholder for level 2. And then press dot again. And then we add the suffix as dot. And then align at, we are going to change it to 0. And then text indent at 0.8 centimeters. So you see here, it's quite neat already. And then we link the level to style heading 3. Okay, again, check the restart list level after level 2. So means the numbering on the level 3 will restart if the level 2 increments. Okay, so once you're done with this setup for the new multi-list level, you press OK. And then now it should show the headings that we just set up at the top here. So we can start with heading 1. You can type like introduction, for example. And then as you can see here, once we press enter, it will go back to normal. So here you can edit the settings for the headers. As for example, the heading 1, we are going to color it to black. And then you can set the document font like Arial, let's say for example 12, and bold. So that is pretty common for research papers. And for the headings too, also we can set the same thing. So let's set all the fonts to be the same size. and also for the heading 3 here, 11, Arial, bold, and black. Now for the normal as well, we can change it to Arial and then 11. So whenever you navigate the document, try as much as possible not to directly modify the font and the sizes here and the colors, because you can do it easily with the headings or with the styles. So coming back here, if you are writing some paragraph, make sure you are using normal. Now, let's say you want to jump to 1.1, let's say research problem. You can see here as well, once you press enter, it will go back to normal, and then you can start to type in again. And then that is for chapter 1, for example, and then probably towards the end you have research methodology. Once you go to the chapter 2, you press again the heading 1, you will go to chapter 2 here. Let's say you have literature review, and then you type in something, and then you type in heading 2. Let's say this one is existing studies, and then 2.2 will be research gap and something like that. You can have multiple subsets of the 2.2 here. For example, studies on Asian economics, and then 2.2.2 is something else. So this is how you create the styles for the headings. What's good about this actually is when you want to create table of contents, you can easily do that because you already set up the proper headings. So you can go to the references, you go to table of contents, and then automatically you will see here there's heading 1, 2, 3, and then you click on that, and then it will create the beautiful table of contents for you. And whenever you update your document, of course the page numbers are going to shift here and there. So you right click on this one, then you press update field. You can either update the page numbers only, which means there are no changes in the section names, but if you have the changes, of course you are going to update the entire table, which is not a problem as well. That's all I have for you today, guys. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.